1, 2, 3, 4. What's up, besties? Welcome back to another episode of I Am Besties. Except Vanessa's not here again, unfortunately.
It's me.
Unfortunately, it's a man.
It's another man.
Another man.
Slowly taking over Besties.
Hell no. Maybe you guys are just being like really in tune with your feminine energy. And you need to release that on Besties. And that's why you guys have been coming on so often.
Sometimes I've talked to the guys. That's sometimes a conversation that comes up. It's like one of the guys will be like, I kind of want to get on Besties. Like, I need to talk.
Oh, that is so cute.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll check with their schedule, bro.
Do you feel like have you ever felt in tune with your feminine energy? Or do you feel you don't feel like you have any feminine
I can't even
energy?
say femininity.
You literally just said it perfectly.
For real?
Yeah.
I thought I was making a whole different word up. That's what femininity.
Femininity.
I can't even say it anymore.
All of a sudden.
That's because I was thinking like Nemo and anemone.
Oh.
Anemone. Yeah, whatever that one was. So I was trying to make a joke out of that, but I guess I said it right.
I don't even know how to say that one.
Anemone.
Is that the thing they live in?
Yeah. The little spongy
I don't
thing.
know what the fuck they're called. But you don't feel like you've ever been like in tune with your feminine like side?
What does that mean? Like, really, what does that mean? Like,
I don't know.
What would I
guess
feel?
It means differently. Like, it means different things to certain people. I feel like Vanessa always knows what's like feminine, masculine energy.
Because aren't we equals?
No.
Oh, we're not. Who is superior?
Oh, women, obviously. Who's the one giving birth? Like, I feel like that's not even a question.
Who's the one fighting wars?
Thankfully, you guys. Thankfully, and hopefully it was, I wish it was only you guys, truthfully.
Yeah.
That's not good enough reason for me. Like, equality, I want equality in respect, not equality in, like, I mean, I'm sure some people want it in job opportunities, but I just prefer it in respect.
Yeah.
But I feel like all the time I'm like right now I'm really big on suppressing my masculine energy. Because for a long time, I was like, no, this is cool. Yeah. And now I'm like, okay, but what does it mean to be feminine? So that's why I was wondering.
Yeah, what does it mean to be feminine?
Because to me, it's like, okay, like I'm taking care of myself. Whenever I do like have like really good skin routine, and I'm eating healthy, that's when I feel like I'm in like my feminine energy.
I mean, I get facials often. So
yeah, like in moments like that, like when you're getting pampered and stuff, you're not like, ooh, I'm like a pretty girl.
Does being pampered mean like sleeping all day? Or is that depression?
I think that's
that being pampered?
I don't know.
Like, what if I just washed my blankets and my pillows and I bumped the AC so like my pillows are very cold and everything smells so good? Is that being pampered? Like,
damn, that sounds bomb though, especially in this hot ass weather.
Oh my god, I've been trying to fix my AC for the past week.
You guys don't have AC?
We do, but my room is the way my room is set up, the AC is on one side of it, and then like for the AC to get to my bed, it has to go in through the walk-in closet. It has to go in through the walk-in sauna room, and then it's got to go through the bathroom to get to my bed.
You have a bowling alley in there too, right? A bowling alley.
So it doesn't get cold really fast.
I almost believed this story, to be honest. Actually, when I was driving over here, I was thinking of a complaint to give you that you should blast the AC whenever we're here, because I feel like these lights. Do you? Because then these lights are really bright. I feel like a little egg that's like waiting to hatch in here.
Yeah, actually, I haven't fixing my AC. By fixing, I mean just going up to the attic and just turning a lever to make it blast. But if I make it blast somewhere, we lose the power. We don't lose power, but it gets less somewhere else. So that's what we've been struggling for the past couple of days. Like, my room's been getting really, before my room was really hot, but now I blasted it over here and it gets really cold. Now my brother's room, it gets really hot. So it's either we got to choose who's getting cold, who's getting hot.
I just feel like as a man, you should have already learned how to fix that.
I mean, I learned. I just went up there. I went up there and I already knew what to do. It was kind of my intuition. I already knew what to do.
Oh, but you didn't fix it?
I know. I can't make them all work. You know?
Sometimes people make mistakes.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's funny.
That's as close I've touched with my. That sounded weird. It's close I got into my femininity.
Okay, but so then when do you feel like super manly? Like when you're like, oh, dude, I'm a fucking dude right now. Like, so cool.
I changed the tire the other day.
That's when you feel.
Yeah, I got very dirty.
You changed one tire?
Yeah, two. I got very dirty. I'm not the type to. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I used to be fucking sick back then. I don't know what happened. Like as a kid, when I was a child, like I didn't care about getting dirty. I was fucking wrangling horses and cows and all that stuff. I was picking up chickens. And now I'm just like, fuck, I don't want my pants to get dirty. These are nice pants.
Ew. Yeah. Why don't you get working pants?
I do. But I get lazy like changing.
And I feel like work pants always have a nasty ass like
material?
Not material, but like once, I don't know, something about working pants where you feel them, it almost feels like it has oil on them and they're just disgusting.
Yeah. That's how that goes. But
that's that man shit.
That's the man shit.
Right. When do you wear these work pants?
When we paint the studio.
Oh my God, you didn't do anything.
I was wearing those.
You literally did nothing.
They're like my yellow cargos.
You have no calluses? Let me see. Oh, not me having rougher hands than you.
Hey, but my hands make money, you know.
He has little girl hands.
By typing.
I'm literally looking at them up close and personal.
There's a thing about me and my hands where my first high school trauma memory was the whole classroom making fun of my hands.
Oh, why?
Because I have nice hands.
What?
Yeah, I remember.
They're just so perfect.
It started by the Spanish teacher. Remember like back in the good old days where like the teachers will have that big ass motherfucking thing that projects. It's like a huge.
Oh, the one where you could they would like write on it and stuff?
Yeah. And then you just see it. So it was my turn to write something on there and I was moving the paper and the teacher was like, "Wow, Saul, you have some really nice nails." And then the whole class started laughing and then I got shy and I closed my nails in.
That's your first traumatic experience?
In high school, yeah.
That's not even that bad. You're so dramatic.
But then it made me think, I was like, yo, why do I have such nice hands?
Such gorgeous, beautiful hands?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Poor you.
Yeah. So that's how I felt.
I hate my hands. I feel like I have manly hands. But only because I have a big ass palm.
Let me see. Are you shy about it?
Yeah, I hate it. I feel like if it was smaller, it'd be cuter.
Bow.
Have you ever slapped the shit out of someone?
Yes.
Like slapped though, not decked?
Yes.
Who?
Can't tell you.
Ah, do I know them?
Yes. I can't tell you.
You can't tell me.
I can't tell you on here.
Okay. Oh my God. Was it with a good reason? Can you tell the story? Oh my God, he just came to give us nothing.
So what happened was someone got very drunk and started acting up. So I had to regulate.
Do I already know who it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I do know who it is. Ooh.
Sometimes, you know, I mean, but everybody has those nights, right? Everybody has a time where se pasan when they're drunk and...
Not me.
I'm pretty sure... I know you have.
Never.
Haven't you been sucked by a guy?
In the chest, not in the face.
Then what you do?
He missed.
What you do? What you do to end up in that position?
I grabbed his girlfriend's face and I shoved it.
Well, there you go. Everybody se pasan.
Yo no me pasé. I was like, move, bitch.
She could have said, excuse me.
No, I did say excuse me and she got mad. So then I grabbed her face and I shoved that